the better of recently. Victory in each of the last 4 meetings with Al-Shabab, 2 in League, 2 in Cup. It'll be very fresh in the memory of Al-Shabab as they get the action underway here. The final fixture of the match week in the Roshn Saudi League.
Always that element of when you've been such a fantastic servant to a club.
Well, that's given away, and surely the gift is not taken. A huge early chance for Al-Shabab. It was presented to them. And Predrag Rajkovic really to the rescue. The goalkeeper was able to make the save here when perhaps he shouldn't have been in a position to do so. All sorts of time to set his sights, and Abdullah Matuk couldn't quite make the home side pay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good save, don't get me wrong. But Matuk, he has to do better.
Will Al-Shabab regret not making the most of that? In goes the corner, and up from the back went to Al-Shawarik with the last 3 of those. Fernandez. So a little awkward, maybe more awkward than it should have been for Marcelo Grohe in the Al-Shabab
play
goal.
Where it was a nothing ball into the box, and I think it was played blindly rather than looking at what was in front of them, Al-Shabab.
Roger Fernandez, it's a lovely first touch before he then whips it in, and Bergwijn couldn't quite reach it. There were a couple arriving. Now Fabinho. There will be space elsewhere. It's Danilo Pereira to have a hit. Never troubling the target.
Al-Ittihad at the moment, see how they're performing, maybe the lack of confidence trying things like that.
And they come again with Roger Fernandez. Whips it in low this time, and reaching it first was Ahmed Al Ghamdi. And there is the breakthrough goal for the champions. It's been far from straightforward for them in the early stages. Indicative, really, of their seasons.
Piece of play. They play it quickly. Al-Shabab, by the way, switch off, so they'll be disappointed from that in terms of the free kick on the halfway line. But this, again, you can argue Fernandez has got far too much time, but the ball is immaculate. It's everything you want as a forward player walking onto that. It's got pace, it's inviting, it's difficult for defenders to go and dangle a foot out at it because they know how dangerous the ball is and they don't want to score an own goal.
Plenty of possession for Al-Ittihad, but it is possession with a purpose at the moment. This is Bergwijn teeing one up for Benzema, who caught it well enough. Marcelo Grohe in the way to make the save.
Yeah, it's a really good save by Grohe. I think because of his standard as a goalkeeper, you're expecting him to save that, especially at his near post, but still has to be there to make
it. Fernandez wider, has plenty to try and aim for. Bends it in threateningly. Out only as far as Conte. Al-Shankiti off the post, so unlucky, and then wide from the follow-up. Mohamed Al-Shankiti will certainly feel he should have doubled the champions' lead.
You can't believe it, can he? This is a wonderful strike, by the way. I think Grohe is definitely beaten. One, because it's coming through a lot of bodies, and then he gambles to his left-hand side. But this one, well, he has to do better.
Mitai, he will also swing it in. Bergwijn's header rose well to meet it. Comfortable enough in the end for Marcelo Grohe.
It's a difficult one there. He's coming back out towards goal, Bergwijn. It's a lofted ball, really, so he's got to try and generate all the power from 12, 13 yards out.
Going to be taken by Hernandez. Still hasn't entirely been dealt with yet. Matuk. Power in the shot, not quite the accuracy required. But the better chances for Al-Shabab have been falling his way in this first half.
Yeah, and he does well to bring the ball down. It's bouncing, but as soon as he comes across the angles, always that.
Increasingly like his goal will be the one that separates them. But this breaks the way of Benzema with a chance to double the lead. And still with Karim Benzema. And still looking for Bergwijn. Didn't quite fall for Fabinho. Bergwijn's gone down and stayed there. The 2-1 win against Al-Riyadh. Last time out, here comes the corner. Fabinho trying to help it on. Danilo Pereira rising. Gathered Al-Ittihad captain. Brownhill goes down. It's a fair challenge, says the referee. Here's Benzema. And the chance for Bergwijn is an important block as well that made it more difficult than it might have been for Steven. Ninth corner of the contest for them in total. Hutu meets it. Conte does get the touch to it. Benzema trying to bend one. looking for that far top corner, and he wasn't too far away.
No, and he's got the ability. Through the years, we've seen him do it time and time again. Sets it all with the first touch, but just doesn't get enough bend on the ball to...
He has it again here, neat footwork from him to somehow take that in his stride. And he did have his fellow substitute, Majid Abdullah, to try and pick out in the middle. Big chance, really.
It is a big chance, and I just don't know here whether Abdullah isn't quite expecting this ball, because it should be defended by Mitai, for my liking.
As you say, they have been here before, but this is better. Bergwijn with a little flick for Benzema. Marcelo Grohe makes the save. Fernandez returns it. Hoot will clear it. Martin Mel's there for Al-Shabab. And from that position, Al-Ittihad would have... Now Bergwijn. Fabinho on the move ahead of him, but it's still with Bergwijn. Lays it off for Benzema. It's really a save that denied Benzema. Bergwijn causing some issues, laying it off to him. Bergwijn and Roger Fernandez are with him. Oh, brilliantly done towards Benzema! And he can't quite keep it down. Well, talk about one off the training ground.
Yeah, I like it. It's really clever. It's just the end product. Yeah, it's difficult for Benzema. And I think he just needs to hit through that. Just try and go over the goalkeeper from there. For the ball to come down back quickly enough. It's awkward because you see the bounce on the ball, but I still think...
In the last league game before the break with a calf injury, was a doubt today. He's on. In goes the free kick, flicked on, and straight through to Rajkovic. Receiving treatment as this corner comes in from Roshn Fernandez. Flashes all the way across. They wanted another one. They're not going to get another one. They've created a little bit of space for Benzema. Slipping it through for Al-Shankiti, who provides the service for Bergwijn to surely wrap things up with the second goal they've been searching for. They've had to bide their... Al-Shankiti with the service, and it's 2-0.
Well, the ball's perfect, simple as that. And I've been bemoaning Fernandez on the other side, and this is what he's had the opportunity to do at times, to whip the ball in behind the back line with pace, pass it into a teammate. Al-Shankiti there shows him how to do it. Brilliant run by Bergwijn.
For the home side. Trying to set the seal on their success in style, maybe. Does open up for the shot, and it's into that far corner for 3. This one might not count, though. The celebrations seemingly cut short by the flag. They check. Sergio Conceição would understandably agree with you, but the official... N'Golo Kanté. That was close. Al-Shehri had made the run. He nearly reached it.
Left his run quite early. I don't know whether it was to go in, whether he might have been offside, but that ball in behind the back line is something that Ittihad have looked at time and time again.
But it matters not for the home side, who have taken care of business here and put together back-to-back wins in the Roshn Saudi League. Much needed for the champions. Ahmed Al Ghamdi set them on their way.